to my channel. So in today's video, I'm actually going to be talking about my most recent tattoo. If you haven't seen it, please go and check out my latest video. I'll leave it in one of the top bits here. I'll leave a card here so you can just click on that and it'll take you straight to the video. And I actually vlogged the day and the process of me getting my tattoo, and can I just say, it was painful. Oh my god. So go check that out and then just come straight back. So it's been probably about a week now and it's actually fully healed. Here's the tattoo. I don't know if you can see it. It's at an awkward angle. So the actual session was probably about 5 hours in total, but that's with like the placement and the design. But it took about 4 hours to actually do. I thought it would take a hell of a lot longer than that. And so did Rob, my tattoo artist. He was really surprised at how quickly we got through it. So we did the outline of the leaves first, and then we moved on to the lion itself. The leaves were unbelievably painful, and I know I'm being a pussy right now because I know it's like one of the easiest places to get a tattoo, but it was painful as hell. I mean, to be fair, the leaves that were like round the edges here, they weren't too bad at all, but it was when you got to this wrist part, oh my god. When he was doing that section, I thought he was actually here already, and I was like, oh bloody hell, that was quick. And then I looked down and he's actually here, and I was like, okay, that's really painful. Like, what is it gonna be like when he gets to here? But when he did this leaf here, I'm telling you now, the only way I can describe the pain was that he had a really sharp knife scratching in the inside of my hand. Like, the pain just tingled all the way up. Then we moved on to the lion, and the lion itself, he was really easy to get done. I say he because it's a he, okay? Like, I actually could have slept the whole time, actually. It wasn't too bad at all. I know some people can relate, but I found it really satisfying. Anyway, moving on, before I sound like a psychopath, I did that, and then I needed to take a break because I was just like, okay, this has been far too long now, and my arm has been in this position for so long, and I just needed to go for like a little walkabout and stretch. And then we came back, and then he was like, right, we need to do like the inside details of the actual leaves now. And I was like, ah! But actually it worked perfectly fine. And I think the reason I really love my tattoo is because I love the detail that the lion has. And then I love how like simplistic the leaves are. And I quite like the contrast of it, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so that's how it's healed. Finally. Okay, so what Rob told me was that when we left, Rob cling filmed it up. He just told me to take the cling film off in about an hour, and where I was about an hour's drive away from my house. So I thought, okay, on the way home, like by the time I get home, I can take it off. So I got home, showed Charlie, and then we took off the cling film, and it was so sore. Like, my arm swelled up like a balloon. It was really red, and I was just like, I just want to wash it and I want to get it, you know, sorted. So obviously I took a few photos, and this is what it looked like. Very fresh. And then basically I went to the bathroom and I just cleaned it up with lukewarm water, a bit of soap. So they never really say, I mean, just to disclose, by the way, I am not a professional. So whatever I say, I'm just doing what I did. I'm just saying what I did. You can take that with what you will. Is that the saying? So yeah, so basically to wash it, I just filled my sink up with like lukewarm water, squirted a bit of like soap in there, and then just covered, like lightly went over it, and then put a layer of soap over it, and then lukewarm water over it. And that was just to basically wash it. You want to make sure that your hands are clean. To dry it, I didn't use like a towel or anything. I just got some kitchen roll and slightly dabbed it to dry it every time I washed it, just because with the towel you could be really clean and whatnot, but for me, like, that's like my face towel. Like, I'll wash my face and dry my face with that towel, and I don't really want to like put my fresh tattoo on that towel. So I would just advise to probably dry it with just some kitchen roll, like, and dab it on, and that would be fine. And then the moisturizers that I was using, a lot of people, I mean, I'm probably going to get loads of people in the comments right now, I'm a lover of Bepanthen. Like, I'll be honest, some people it doesn't work for some people, and some people it does. But for me, it's always worked wonders. I've never actually had any problems with it. I used it for this tattoo that I have, and that like healed so quickly. It healed like within like 3 days. I mean, it is only like a little tattoo, but that healed pretty quickly. I've never had any problems with Bepanthen, but some people don't like using it. I just like it. I have nothing wrong to say about Bepanthen. I have like a body lotion that I'll use, and I will use this bad boy. And if you don't have this if you're British and you don't have this in your home, what is wrong with you? Sort it out. Go and get it. It's good stuff. I use this anyway. I've used this like forever. I use this for moisturiser anyway. Like when you get out of the bath and whatnot. It's just bloody good, and it smells good, and everyone should have it in their house. Okay, thank you, bye. So yeah, I would use Bepanthen probably like twice a day, or depending on what it was like how it was doing, I would probably use it about twice a day, and it cools it down quite a lot as well. And then this I would just use at night, so just before I'm about to go to bed I will use this. So this was the second day, and as you can see, it was a slightly risen, is that a word? Slightly risen. It had like a slight raise on the skin, but that's only because of where it's starting to scab up, which is a good thing because it just means that it's healing really nicely, and I just wanted to keep it nice and moisturized. So this is what it was looking like at the time. Now moving on to the next day, as you can see, I actually went I was out with my family because it was my sister's birthday over the weekend, so it was still really, really fresh, and I had to be really careful. But as you can see here, this is where it becomes a little bit flaky. It was still quite sore, so I was just being really careful with it. This is when it started to become a little bit itchy. So if you're a person that is known for like getting tattoos, you'll know when the itchy stage comes in, and the itchy stage is very, very common. It's the bit that I dread. I hate this part. This is probably worse than getting the tattoo, because you want to just itch, and you just can't, and you end up starting to like As you can tell, I was on the train. I had a bit of a day this day. I was actually working somewhere else, so I just was on the train at this point. It was really, really itchy, and I was just about to moisturize it, but as you can see, it is really, really flaky at this point. It's kind of got to the peeling stage a little bit, but obviously you don't want to peel it. I know some people, and you know who you are, they actually love like peeling it because it's really satisfying. I didn't want to do that. I don't like doing that at all. I don't advise it because it can make it like quite sore. Only peel it, I would just never say peel it. Now we're on to the 5th day. Now this was probably the most flakiest that it got, and as you can see, it was quite disgusting, so I'm very sorry. Can you imagine? It was itchy as hell, and there was nothing I could do about it. You just have to keep it as moisturized as possible, but this is now taking it day by day, and I knew that stuff was working, so it was doing good. We were doing okay, and I wasn't losing any ink or anything like that, so I knew we were on the right path. And now moving on to the 6th day, this is it basically fully healed, which is so nice, because considering what it was like from the 5th day to the 6th day is an incredible improvement, because I was flaking as hell on the 5th day, and the 6th day it was like basically completely done. So that was so nice, because I woke up and it was just looking fresh as hell, and it felt great. Bearing in mind the itchy stage has only just finished. I'm still getting to a point where I'm like, oh, okay, it's still quite itchy, but it's nothing. And now we have this bad boy. Now there was a moment that I was starting to get a bit scared. I'm pretty sure I got bitten right on my tattoo on one of the leaves. I'm so sure of it because that was so itchy, but I did start thinking, is this infected? Like, is this the sign of infection? I've never had infection before, and started panicking. But actually, it's basically gone now. It's just a little lump. But I'm super, super happy with it. And I think it is absolutely gorgeous. It's so pretty. So if you guys have any tattoos or you have different types of aftercare, please let me know in the comments, because I would love to know. I would love to know what you did to make your tattoos heal really nicely. And the fact that mine healed in like a week, I think that's like the average, which is good. I think that's a good sign. I think that's good. Happy days. I'm very happy with it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video and took somewhat out of it. So please like this video, please subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later. Mwah.